Mr. President, the Europeans will be asking for our help before too long. Yes, sir. I'll take care of it. Just ain't right. We shouldn't have to beg for help from anyone. Premier Romanov's got that whole continent shaking in their boots. Romanov's sending his bulldog General Vladimir in for our air bases. His forces are romping through the country like an angry bull at the Texas rodeo. At 0500 this morning, we detected a large force of Soviet tanks assembled near the Air Force Academy at Colorado Springs.
Sir, urgent transmission from Agent Tanya in the field.
It looks like the commies have captured the academy, General.
Well, why the devil did you wait till now to contact us? We can't let Vladimir take that air base.
With all due respect, sir, we've been a little busy.
Commander, get Tanya out of the hole she's dug for herself and make her useful, would you? I'm sure she'll appreciate it.
The heck?
We seem to have lost Tanya's transmission. Go to it, Commander.
How about a target?
Welcome back, Commander. I have to say, I really like how General Carville and Tanya are working out as characters.
Incoming transmission. I've located a group of Rocketeers in Colorado Springs. They're ready to move in on our orders. New mission objective received.
Basically, the briefing is all about how the Russians are everywhere and we need to recapture the Air Force Base. We're getting a pretty good look at the Rocketeer.
Upgraded.
Interesting unit that I'll probably use a lot more than I ever did when I first played this. Well, I shouldn't even say first played this. Since I played this like 12 times or whatever. And I don't mean for the LP, I just mean like in general. Rocketeers were always that sort of unit that kind of gets overlooked for me. It's kind of like Wolverines for Tiberian Sun. Or even like light tanks for Red Alert 1. You know they exist, but unless you're forced to use them, you just don't. I don't know. They're kind of a weirder jump jet infantry, to be honest. They're always flying, except when you first build them. When they walk out of the barracks, they're on the ground. But as soon as you give them any command, they'll jump into the air.
They won't see us coming.
It's a blessing and a curse, really, because, well, it means that they're always going to be affected by anti-air things, such as these flak cannons that I'm taking out. Again, it's kind of a dual-edged sword at that point.
Need a repair? Analyzing schematics. Moving. Analyzing schematics. I've got the knowledge. Analyzing schematics. Analyzing schematics. Engineering. Studying. Need a repair? Plans right here.
Now, technically, you're not given enough engineers to complete your objective, which I always thought was weird.
Captured. New construction options.
In order to actually accomplish that, you have to also capture the chapel.
Shake it, baby!
Building.
Tanya, it's Colorado. Probably winter. And like easily minus 8 degrees Celsius.
Construction complete.
Why are you in a tank top?
Building.
You got an order? How about a target?
New rally point.
So there's a few things about this mission
Building.
that personally
New
I never
rally
knew
point
because
established.
it's not something you ever really do.
Unit ready.
The first being that there's actually a lot hidden, well, I shouldn't say really hidden, but there's a lot on the map that you wouldn't necessarily go to or see. Just because of the way that the map is laid out, you're base is an immediate
Unit
target
ready.
that you're going to go to first regardless. It's
Unit
like your
ready.
first inclination.
Building.
And secondly,
Moving out.
the enemy base is
Construction
immediately revealed, so you know where it is. So you don't really have an incentive,
Unit
quote
ready.
unquote, to
Building.
go anywhere else.
Sir. Yes, sir. Order. Ready.
Construction
And especially being
Engineering.
early campaign, just makes it so that
Unit
don't-
promoted. Unit
you
ready.
don't really have that finesse, I guess you can call it, of knowing how these missions will play out, or complicated objectives, or things like that.
Unit ready. Unit
Also, I
promoted.
should point out that this is a
Unit
thing
lost.
that was actually really annoying and cost me probably about 3 tries. The AI will absolutely, without
Unit ready.
any sense of remorse, gun down and chase Tanya
Construction complete.
till the ends of the earth.
Building. Unit lost.
Need a repair?
Now, I'm pretty sure the only reason they haven't completely bum rushed her
Unit ready.
is because, well,
Construction complete.
there's other people shooting at them first. But yeah, keep Tanya in the back, and you know what? Just
Unit
wall her
lost.
in, because anything else is just too risky.
Unit ready.
I got a steady flow. Fuel tank pushing away.
If anything, this is also giving us a good idea as to how flak works. It's certainly not as dangerous as
Unit
it
ready.
was in Tiberian
Insufficient
Sun,
funds.
at least
On hold.
specifically
Cancel.
with regards to air units getting just mauled by any sort of anti-air defenses.
Unit lost.
I guess really the takeaway is that
Reinforcements have arrived.
in Tiberian Sun, if a unit got hit, it took a lot of damage. But if it didn't, then obviously, you know, there's always those issues with accuracy. In Red Alert 2, it feels a lot more like if a unit is being shot at by a flak truck or a flak cannon, it'll just take varying degrees of damage. It doesn't feel like there's outright misses, just very
Got no place to hide.
a huge variance in its damage roll. But that could just be me not completely understanding how flak works in this game.
Yes, sir.
Also, we can't honestly let the Soviets have a campfire in Colorado, of all things.
Ready to roll. Fire zone.
I do feel bad about killing that dog, though.
Unit reporting. High speed.
Unit promoted.
Outstanding.
Unit armor upgraded.
High speed, low drag. Securing position. Unit reporting,
I
sir.
really don't get what the point is of those 3 trucks there. I kinda assumed at one point that it would be for Tanya, but she already starts at max rank, so it's not something to do with that.
Unit reporting.
Primary objective achieved.
Commencing
New
assault.
mission objective.
Glad you found us, sir. We're freezing out here.
Anytime, boss.
At first I thought that text was people coming out of the chapel.
How about some
Also, man, that campfire just blew up real good. But actually it's some extra Rocketeers that
Unit
are
promoted.
on a cliff?
Get away.
Nah, I don't know.
Driver up.
Unit lost.
Destination, Commander.
Oh, yeah, by the way, the AI has a terrible habit of just spamming a lot of stuff. I mean, it works for him, because if you can't beat him with strength, you can beat him with numbers.
Unit promoted.
Got a steady flow.
It can be annoying sometimes to fight.
Outstanding. Good to go. On our way, sir. On our way, sir.
If anything, it just gives you a good primer into focusing on production buildings as much as you can.
Destination, Commander. High speed, low drag.
Unit promoted.
Vehicle ready. Outstanding. Destination, Commander.
Where's the party? Moving out, boss.
Tanks are riding high. Up and over. Vehicle ready.
How about some action?
Unit promoted.
Sadly, I think that's it for all the discoveries on this map as well.
I'm there.
Destination, Commander.
At this point, it's just your regular old cleanup.
I've got the knowledge. Engineering. Channel clear.
Oh, I didn't get to point it. Well, I shouldn't say didn't get to point it out. Didn't point it out last video, but
Ready to
It's-
away.
weird that they they claim that you're the only commander left alive. Then they quickly say that you're the commander for all the units on the Eastern Front, or the Eastern Seaboard, which then were shuffled over to the west for Colorado. I don't know. And also, always funny that in the score screen were stuff like a Sergeant Major or, Private First Class. And I don't really think that's the rank you would have for someone who directly reports to the President of the United States, or even directly to General Carville. But, you gotta take some liberties somewhere. Oh yeah, and if you kill all the flak cannons first, you get all these reinforcements, so maybe do that first.
Mission accomplished.